Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This one is going to be my December TBR. If I looks like I'm wearing the same clothes as my intro to my first video, that would be because I am. It's the same day. I'm a mama, so finding free time is not always the easiest. And then in the evenings, I tend to spend time with my husband. So I'm taking advantage of the extra time that I randomly got today. I woke up very early for work, so I have a little bit extra time before I have to go get my kiddo from school. So I'm taking advantage, but I'm going to go ahead and film ahead of time. It's actually November 10th, 11th. It's November 11th, so I'm filming my TBR way ahead of time. I'm just not going to touch those books until December 1st. So I plan to do 5 books a month. 5 seems manageable. I usually read between 8 to 15 books in a month without YouTube. YouTube is new. We'll see how that affects my time. I tend to finish my TBRs. I've set a few for myself, and I do tend to stick to them for the most part. A few mishaps, but I tend to stick to them for the most part. So 5 books a month. I do borrow from the library. I actually have 46 books on hold at the library. They know me well. I'm there every single week. So I have them staggered to like hit, so many every single month. So I am going to choose at least one of my library books that are hitting every single month as part of my TBR. Luckily for me, I have the first one for December. I actually got it ahead of time. So besides my library book, I only have one other rule, and that is that I am only allowing myself to start one series in my TBR per month. I am allowing myself to mood read outside of that because me and my best friend do tend to buddy read together, and we'll start some series, but we tend to read them all together and finish the series out, whatever one we're reading. So as far as my TBR goes, I'm only allowed to start one. So I'm going to be spinning a wheel for my other 4 books. Some of them I'm going to obtain from the library. Some of them are Kindle Unlimited. Some of them are books that I own. I'm not sticking to just the books that I own because there's just so many more that I want to read. My want to read list, I think, is over 600 books. It's sad, I know. I have a problem, but that's why I'm joining YouTube. So I can converse with everybody else that also has my same problem. Anyway, let's start figuring out my December TBR. But the first one is going to be the Fireborne series. I loved Fourth Wing. Fourth Wing up here. Special edition Fourth Wing and Iron Flame. I absolutely love them. One of my top books of I read it the year it came out in 2023 last year. I gave it 5 stars, absolutely adored it. So I heard this one is essentially the YA equivalent of Fourth Wing, and yeah, I'm down. I'm down for some more dragons in my life. Please. I miss Fourth Wing's story so much. I miss Tarn and I miss Sandarna. I can't wait to go back to that world. I will be rereading Fourth Wing in January and Iron Flame before Onyx Storm comes out. Can't wait. Fireborne. That's my first one. Not Fourth Wing. Fireborne. I'm so excited to read it though. All right, so you can see that I've got 25 books on my list here. I tried to break it up pretty evenly as far as like my preferences. So I like romance and I like fantasy romance the most. So I have most of those. So my one caveat, like I said, is that I don't want to start more than one series, and I already have my series, which means that if a book pops up that is starting a brand new series, I'm going to spin again. I'm not going to include it just because I don't want to overwhelm myself. I'm trying to get through these series that I already have started, and it's a lot. Let's go ahead and spin for my second book, second of 5. The Will of the Many. That one's fantasy, and I've heard it's super good. I'm excited about that one. I'm very excited about that one. I've heard it's amazing. The Will of the Many, I'm pretty sure, is more fantasy than romantasy, which is great because I'm trying to get more into that. Let's see what it's about. Oh, it's another college one. Pretty sure Fireborne is also set in a college setting with dragons, obviously. At the elite, I can't say that word. Catnan Academy. A young fugitive uncovers layered mysteries and world-changing secrets in this new fantasy series. Uh, the Catanan Republic, the hierarchy may rule the world now, but they do not know everything. I tell them my name is Telemus. I tell them I was orphaned after a tragic accident 3 years ago, and that good fortune alone has led to my acceptance into their most prestigious school. I tell them that once I graduate, I will gladly join the rest of civilized society in allowing my strength, my drive, and all my focus, what they call will, to be leached away and added to the power of those above me, as millions already do, as all must eventually do. I'm not reading the rest of it, that's too long. The only thing I'm getting out of that is it's a fantasy, and I've heard amazing things on it. I don't really know what it's about. I may just go in completely blind on that. Let's spin for book 3. The Dagger and the Flame. 2 fantasy books. So I'm pretty sure that The Dagger and the Flame only has 1 book out. I think it will be part of a series. But if it's only got 1 book out, I think I can handle that. So I'm allowing myself to start the series that only have 1 book. In the dark underbelly of a beautiful city, 2 rival assassins are pitted against each other in a deadly game of revenge, where the most dangerous mistake of all is falling in love. Is that book 4? Oh, yes! Oh, so happy about this one. This is my only one that I was in the middle of. I'm in the middle of this series, Saving 6. I started Binding 13 last month or the month before, and oh god, it's so good. I gave it 5 stars. It was an amazing, amazing book. I loved it so much I bought the whole series, even though they're on Kindle Unlimited. I wanted to own them. Saving 6. How do I describe this series other than it's amazing? Read it. Just freaking read it. It's so damn good. Binding 13 follows Shannon and Johnny. And this one follows Shannon's brother, Joey, and Eva. Saving 6 and Redeeming 6. I will probably be reading them back to back and just completing them all of them, which is crazy because the Willow minis is really long. These 2 books are going to be really long. My TBR is going to be hard. That's cool though. I got it. No worries. Check your trigger warnings on this series. Trigger warnings are, it has some serious abuse in it, and it will basically shatter your heart, but also make you fall in love with the characters. It's set in Ireland. The audiobook is absolutely amazing for it because it's set in Ireland. They have amazing British. They have amazing Irish accents in it, and it's so good. I don't tend to listen to audiobooks on like 1 speed. I tend to make them double speed, if not like 1.5. I don't go past 2, but I usually go 1.5 to 2. And I loved this audiobook so much that I listened to it at 1 speed. And it was a long book. Binding 13 was a crazy long book. And I didn't care. I think I listened to 30 plus hours or more, and I was content and happy. So I'm so very excited to get back into this world. I know it's gonna have abuse in it, but oh, this makes me so happy. That leaves 1 more book. So right now I've got 3 fantasies, 1 romance. Okay, the last one is a romance. The Boy I Grew Up With. I will pop a picture of the cover. I think it's got a dude on it. I'll be honest, I don't know what The Boy I Grew Up With is about. I don't remember. It's been on my TBR for many, many years. So I just wanted to get it off, which is why it's in this pile or in this list. I've got a couple that I've had on here for a very long time. One of them I've had on here for like 10 years. Don't ask me why I never got to it and why it's still in my list, but it's in here. Boy, I grew. Oh, there it is. This one's by Tijan. Am I saying that right? Hopefully. All right, let me read a quick little recap. I've loved Channing Monroe all my life. In 1st grade, he asked for my trapper keeper. I hit him in the head with it. Third grade, we were best friends. We kissed in seventh grade. Eighth grade, he turned into a bad boy, and the rest was a tumultuous storm. Growing up, the problem was never love for us. Bad times, good times. There were times when I felt our love in every inch of my body, vibrating, making me feel like it could bring me back to life. Is that we're living in two different worlds now. Falling Crest and its millionaires for me, Russo and their criminals for him. I was thriving in mine and he was running his. I'm gonna stop there. Sounds decent. I don't know why I never picked it up before. First book on my TBR is Fireborne. Very excited about this one. I've been planning it. Can't wait. Can't freaking wait. Fireborne. Yes. Let's go, dragons. Second one is The Will of the Many. I'll pop up a picture. Third one was shit. I'm gonna say Saving Six. I don't know if that was 3 or 4. We're gonna go with Saving Six. So this one is gonna be this one plus Redeeming Six. I'm gonna read them both. I won't be able to put this story down until I complete Joey's story. Larry Reads did not steer me wrong on these. I'm obsessed. Book 4 is The Dagger and Flame. And then book 5 is The Boy That I Grew Up With. Thank you guys for hanging out. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys stick around. I don't even know if I said my name at the very beginning. I'm Jules or Julia. Hope we can be friends. I'm so very excited to be joining the Book 2 community.